I decided one semester that I was going to imagine that I was going to die at the end of a day. And and it was going to be a regular work day, Monday through Friday, a day when I was teaching. And in other words, I'd get up in the morning and I'd say to myself, this is going to be my last day. And part of the reason was that I wanted to see later on how I would react if I knew it was my last day. But then as soon as I said that, I realized that I couldn't even think of the fact that it was going to be my last day, because I was thinking of the fact that I wanted to see how I would react to it the next day. So I found a conceptual difficulty with doing this thing. But I also found a psychological difficulty, because a couple of times I got up in the morning and said to myself, okay, this is it. And I said, as soon as I said, this is it, I said, no, it isn't. I found I couldn't do it. But one day, I did start doing this. But a couple of hours later, I noticed I'd completely forgotten about it. Every now and then, at night, as I was falling asleep, I imagined that I was doing the experiment. And then, when I did that, it felt to me as if when I was doing the experiment, I would throw myself onto God's resurrected grace and mercy. But I don't know if that counted as actually doing the experiment, because I was just imagining what I would do if I were doing the experiment. And then one day near the end of that semester, after I had failed to do that experiment, it was Easter actually. I was sitting in church next to Linda, and I must have gotten myself into the mode of thinking that death is something that's going to end it all, and that this was I couldn't do this experiment. All I could do is imagine myself doing it. But in the middle of this Easter sermon, the minister said, "Christ is risen," and suddenly there came over me the thought, that's the answer. And I was so wrapped up in it that I almost stood up and said, that's the answer. But the impending sense of embarrassment held me to the pew. And I never tried doing the experiment after that. That was the end. So, I don't know whether I actually did the experiment or not. I don't think I did. But maybe I did.